Now, on another note, some Israelis may be asking themselves why they're now heading back to elections over the failure to pass a budget when Knesset members are now suddenly proving themselves more than capable of passing an interim budget, practically overnight. Khan Rifkin with the story.
We can't agree on a budget. Now perhaps the biggest lie in government, as the Knesset gives final approval for an interim financial package Monday night. The outline, increasing government spending in the absence of a true budget and linking the so-called continuing budget to the rate of population growth, as opposed to the consumer price index. And this effectively increasing next year's provisional budget by 4.5 billion shekels for a total of 419 billion or $130.2 billion. But to get the provisional budget passed, some major concessions had to be made. Finance Ministry sources telling Ynet News that several religious MKs conditioned their support on the preserving of stipends for yeshiva students, and this forcing cuts to the provisions for education, health, welfare, and more. Meanwhile, with a sort of budget out of the way, various political parties are still forming and reforming ahead of March elections. And among the latest overnight changes, Acting Defense Minister Benny Gantz's Blue and White Party continuing to bleed members. In addition to the resignation of senior lawmakers, including Foreign Minister Gabi Ashkenazi, Justice Minister Avi Nissenkorn, and Science Minister Yizhar Shai, Blue and White MK Michal Kotler-Wunsch is now the latest to announce that she will not be running on the Blue and White ticket, though she says that she is still committed to serving with courage and humility. As for Gantz's former partner Yair Lapid and his oppositional Yesh Atid party are reportedly in talks to split from the Telem party under former Defense Minister Ya'alon, and to potentially partner instead with former Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni, who resigned from politics in 2019. This after the Zionist Union, of which she was part, was unilaterally dissolved by Avi Gabai, the then head of the Labour Party. And speaking of new partnerships, Tel Aviv Mayor Ron Huldai is now announcing that he too will be starting a new party for the coming vote, aimed at attracting the, quote, hundreds of thousands of Israelis who feel they have no home in the current political system. The New Hope party, started by former Likud member Gidon Sa'ar, on the other hand, is now unveiling its first primary campaign promise: to limit the prime minister to a maximum term of 8 years in office.